arts center with Catholic roots just opened up this week in New York City. The Sheen Center for Thought and Culture hopes to foster thought and dialogue while also challenging and uplifting people. Here to talk about it this morning, Executive Director Bill Riley and Father George Drance, who's also an actor, set to perform there in a one-man show titled Mark. Thank you both for being here. Bill, let me start with you. Tell us a little bit about this center. What sets it apart?
Well, I think what sets it apart is its name, and the fact that it's named after Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen, and it's the Sheen Center for Thought and Culture. So besides being a performing arts center, it's also a place where we'll do terrific discussions on important issues that affect people of all faiths or of no faith.
And also foster a little bit of debate as well, right?
Yeah, you bet. We're actually going to do a discussion on physician-assisted suicide later next week. Also a discussion about the state of education, but some terrific Broadway talent, and thanks to George, a great one-man show. And Elaine Kwan will be here with us as well next Saturday night.
So tell us a little bit about your one-man show, because you're a priest and you're also an actor. So tell us a little bit about Mark.
It's been great to do this. You know, the Gospel of Mark was originally recited and performed before it was written down. So to be a part of this tradition has been great. It's always been a dream of mine to do it. And I had a chance last year at La Mama downtown in the same space where Godspell premiered. So it was personally very exciting for me. But also as a priest, to perform it makes me understand the Gospel. It makes me understand the connections and the importance and the joy of the Gospel, as is the title of the Holy Father's encyclical about it. So it's been an honor to do it.
And that performance is one of many in the 3-week grand opening celebration, right?
Yes, it's George will be doing it on the 3rd and 4th of October. And actually we're going to bring it back at the end of the month, and it's going to run from October 23rd through October 31st.
Very nice. And you guys are also involved in the Pope's visit coming up this week. Tell us how you're involved in.
Oh, well, it's great. Well, thanks to Cardinal Dolan, whose vision this whole place really has been. He called me about 3 weeks after I started the job 7 months ago and said that we wanted to put together a very special event prior to the Mass, which is the main event at the Garden. So I was asked to organize this, and my first question was, who's the guy who's worked this room more than anyone? And that's Dan Parisi. And so we put together an incredible lineup of talent, and I'm thrilled because this is going to precede the Mass, and we've got terrific people like Harry Connick Jr.
Wow.
And Kelly O'Hara, Jennifer Hudson, and also Gloria Estefan.
This is really star-studded. How nice.
But it's also going to be a deeply spiritual experience in that there'll be some terrific people that will move people with some great choirs, the saying of the Rosary. So it'll be a combination of very prayerful but also deeply spiritual stuff prior to the Mass, which will be at 6:30 at the Garden this Friday.
And Father, what do you hope that people get out of the Pope's visit and also this event, too?
Well, one of his first encyclicals was entitled The Joy of the Gospel, and he seems to be someone who is reminding us that the good news is joyful. The good news is about our spiritual freedom, our transformation, our turning our hearts back and being received and welcomed. And I think this has a great potential for people not only of the Catholic faith, but spiritually minded people in general, just to receive this invitation to consider how joyful life can be and how full life can be.
Thank you both so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And best of luck with the center. And for more information about the Sheen Center, you can head to our website, cbsnewyork.com. This is CBS 2 News Saturday Morning. We'll be right back.